Good afternoon, everybody. This is Eric Foster with the Future Today and Tomorrow Super PAC. Wanted to come and talk a little bit about the battle for Congress and the continuing battle to try to preserve what America can be versus the He-Man Woman Haters Club regressionist approach of the MAGA fascist universe. They're living on, if we're in the 616 Earth universe, using the Marvel universe as that being Earth Prime, they're not on 838, the Multiverse of Madness. They're not on 10,005, Deadpool and Wolverine and the X-Men. They're not even in 828, the Fantastic Four. They're in 1933. And I'm going to get to a parallel as to why. So, what we're facing right now, and I wanted to make this specifically to my friends who are Democratic lawmakers, elected officials, and governors around the country. If you're in one of the blue states that we control the levels of government, so Maryland, let's see, New York, Illinois, Washington, Oregon, Colorado, California, you right now have a requirement to go in and do whatever you have to do to change the makeup of your congressional delegation, redraw the maps to ensure more Democratic leaning seats. Because this effort that we're facing right now with Texas, Florida, Missouri, and Ohio looking to rig seats in their particular states, they are not playing by any sense of fairness. And don't think they won't also look at Kentucky in ways that they could try to carve up the one Democratic seat in Kentucky, and they won't look at ways that they could carve up the one Democratic seat in Kansas. We have to, just like it did in Utah, the one seat that leaned toss up, they gerrymandered it so that it's now very hard for a non-MAGA candidate to win that particular seat. So while our side is talking and has played fair and has tried to provide a structure where we can get away from those sorts of overtly partisan activities, the MAGA fascist side doesn't play by those rules. So it is time to stop. So in the states that I mentioned, it's time to start redrawing your lines now. Illinois, you could probably squeeze out another Democratic seat. New York, you can probably squeeze out 3 to 4 more Democratic seats. In California, you could probably squeeze out, I'd say, probably 4. I would say Michigan, but right now, with where we sit in Michigan, that's going to be difficult. I would also say Pennsylvania, but same in Pennsylvania as well. It will be difficult. But in Maryland, you can definitely get rid of Andy Harris's seat. It's time to fight the battle with the same tools that the opponent is fighting the battle. We're in a horror movie, and we're facing Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger, and Jason Voorhees, and some on our side are trying to figure out how best can we talk them into a peaceful surrender so that we can put Michael in mental health treatment, Jason in jail, and Freddie can rest comfortably in peace spiritually. That shit's not going to happen. It's not. There is no way to negotiate with these folks. We have to beat them in the literal sense, and in the metaphorical sense, we got to kill them to survive the horror movie. There is no other way to survive this horror movie. So, in the literal, real world sense, we have to change our approach and right now start redistricting, squeeze out as many seats as humanly possible. Colorado, you can definitely squeeze out another one, maybe two, but at least another one Democratic seat. You can also in Washington State and in Oregon. In Oregon, you can definitely squeeze out the one MAGA Republican that you have. So it's time to fight this fight the same way that they're fighting against us. They want to cheat and rig the rules in their particular states. We have to fight so that voices, not just in our states, but also in those states who are being cut out of the process, have the opportunity to have their voices heard. And then lastly, and I just have to be real for blue voters that are in MAGA states, it's time to leave. If you are a pro democracy American and you're living in a MAGA controlled fascist state and the ability to outvote them is not there, leave and come to a free state. Leave and come to Michigan. Leave and go to Illinois. Leave and go to Wisconsin or Pennsylvania or New York or California or Nevada or Colorado or Arizona. It's time. Come to the free states of America and live so that you can be able to live as you choose, communicate as you choose, vote as you choose, and be respected for the human being that you are versus continuing to live in a state that treats you like shit. That it's time for that to end. We're not going to be able to get some of these states back to any sort of rational common sense, and that's okay. Let them be what they are. But if you start moving to free states, guess what happens? It increases the number of people in those states, so it increases the number of congressional seats and electoral votes. We have to play this battle the right way. Let MAGA people leave blue states and go to MAGA states, as well as let blue people, non MAGA Americans, leave and go to Democratic states. So that's kind of my push. It's time to fight back with the same tools that they're using against us. Every Democratic governor, every trifecta control majority, push through right now in states where we don't have trifecta control, but we have majority control. Try as best as possible. And people that are living behind enemy lines in these MAGA states, come back home. Please visit www.futurepack.today. Join us and help us in this fight because we want to help in these states, not only educate voters on why this has to happen, but also help move the lawmakers in states like Illinois and New York and others to go forward and redistrict for democracy. Yeah, that's the best way of putting it. Redistrict for democracy. Thank you, and I'll talk to you on the other side.